Hello everyone. Sorry here. Thank you so much for joining me on the Trinity Stamps YouTube channel. I hope you're having a fantastic day and potentially I can help make it even better with a fun, bright, cheerful birthday card using the Blast Off die set that was released in April, as well as this fun stencil that I just received. This is an older one as well. It's called Halftone Texture. I just wanted to play with it. Now when I say it's a bright card, it actually has quite a bit of black on it, but I'm going to bring in some neon colored cardstock. I don't know when I purchased this, but for some reason I thought it was a great idea, and I've never used it before except for maybe a couple pieces. So I'm going to use that to kind of use some of that paper that just sits there and collects dusts. So without further ado, sit back, relax, and let's create a fun card together. So I've already cut all the cardstock out, and I'm just going to start die cutting all the pieces to create that rocket, as well as the explosion plume of clouds. So the rocket's going to be this really bright blue. The yellow in the video you can definitely see is that fluorescent neon yellow. The other colors are also quite bright, but for some reason this video is looking like they're a little bit more on the darker side. But if you actually hold this card together, they're all quite neon in brightness. I did bring in some grays for all the accent pieces. So that's the parts of the, I'm not sure what they're called on the rocket, but all the accessories of the rocket I decided to do in the gray, just so we're not introducing more colors. I don't want my rocket to clash, but I do want it to be bright. So when it comes to the circle piece, I'm going to just use a darker version of this neon blue. Now all these papers, except for the grays, did come in the this big package, this big ream of fluorescent colored cardstock. And there we go. Now I'm cutting the flames. The flames on this die set does come in 3 layers. So I'm going to have the red as the biggest and then work my way down to that fluorescent yellow. And the reason I want the yellow to be the less is because I'm going to be bringing in that yellow right now using that plume die. So it's going to give you 2 clouds on either side. And I'm going to be doing that in the dark charcoal gray and the fluorescent yellow. And then I'm just going to die cut these as best as I can. I'm leaving that little tail there because I don't know exactly how we're going to glue this down, but we'll worry about that a little later. Now it's time to start blending using some ink or black ink, and I'm going to use the shading sidekick from Trinity Stamps and ink the edges ever so slightly. Now, when we start assembling this card, because there's so much black, this actually kind of gets lost, but still is subtly there. So you can skip this part if you want, if you really want it to be bright on the card, but I'm just going to ink everything with a little bit of black. Like, I'm not dipping too much. I'm just using what's already been dabbed on my glass mat. That's how little I'm wanting to ink these. And like I said, when it gets added to the card, it actually will get lost a little bit. So it won't be as noticeable as we're seeing right now. So we'll finish off with each little flame, and then we'll put that black ink aside for now. We will bring it back in again, but let's assemble this rocket ship. I did forget to cut out the circle, the black circle, so I just went and did that using the same charcoal gray that you can see on the right-hand side there. I'm going to try to center this as best as I can, and then I'll add that little black circle into the center. Now you can add some white ink to make it reflective, add some sparkly ink those are all fun things you can do. I'm going to go ahead and keep all mine relatively simple and with just using the tiny bit of inking that I did. This die is actually quite simple. There's a few pieces to make the rocket, but they're very simple to assemble. They're very cute, and I just love how this rocket looks when it's all put together. And that's why I'm leaving all this in here, just to show you how simple everything is. all the pieces line up quite nicely, so you know exactly where they go, even if you don't have the instructions. And then also when you're gluing it down, that helps, because then, as you can see on the top there, I was able to use my fingers to press it to the edge so I can make sure that everything is perfectly aligned. Now when it comes to these other accessories, this is a little different. They don't line up perfectly. So what I like to do is start in the center, that little skinny piece. So you want the fat on the top, and then it's angular down to the bottom. And that is giving you the center. And then you can figure out where these little fishtail accessories can be placed. So I'm just going to kind of balance it all with that middle piece. And if it's a little askew, that's totally fine. Now for the flames, I'm going to see where to glue it, but I'm not going to glue it behind the rocket, but instead, you see that little teeny bit of gray sticking down, I'm going to glue it to that. And the reason I'm not too worried about this is because we'll be gluing this whole rocking ship down to our card, and that will make sure it never falls off. Now I'm going to bring in the half-tone textured stencil and the black ink, and I'm just going to add subtle dots to this charcoal pieces of cardstock, and it's just going to be a very subtle dot because the paper is already quite dark. The black dots is just going to be adding the tiniest little dots. I really like this stencil. It almost reminds me of like comic book style, so I'm going to be keeping that in mind when I'm creating some other cards, because it's such a fun way of adding a little bit of texture or design to your card. The next thing is to start layering our plumes of smoke that the rocket is expelling from its liftoff. And I'm going to leave these there for a second, those little tabs, because I don't know how I want this to look. But essentially what I'm doing is taking the dark charcoal and layering it slightly over, or layering it over top of the bright yellow to leave a slight edge so that it looks like it's glowing behind these dark clouds. And I just love how that looks, and that fluorescent yellow is just perfect for that. To continue with that stencil, I'm going to do the same idea, but instead of inking with black, I'm going to be taking my embossing ink. I'm going to be using my Distress embossing ink. I find that it gave me the best ink when I'm doing it this way. Like, it really presses out nicely. Potentially it's just a newer ink pad, that's why, but that's the one I'm using. And then I'm going to bring in some clear embossing powder, and I'm going to stick this on the whole card and heat set this. The reason I'm doing this instead of just doing black is because I want it to be slightly different than the front, and I want it to shine a bit. Now, if you have done this, and you can kind of see the example at the top of my card where it's not perfectly adhered, or the embossing powder is all over the place, you don't have to worry too much about it, because it will be hidden slightly since it's black on black, it's shining on the black, and also because we'll be covering a lot of this with that plume of smoke from the rocket. So just decide which side you want it. If it's like really bad, then potentially just start over. That would be my recommendation, but don't waste it. It's never a problem. No one's going to be looking at that and nitpicking over how it doesn't look perfect. And there we go. So now it's all set, and I'm just going to trim this down. Wherever it's not covered fully, I'll just trim that more than the other, but I'm going to be cutting it down to 4 by 5¼ inches. So just find the best places to cut it. And there we go. Now it's time to start putting this card together. I'm going to take my plumes of smoke, and I haven't trimmed them yet, so that's why they look a little wonky. I just need to make sure that I place them exactly where I want them, and then I will trim off all the overhanging. I did for a second see if I wanted to make a portrait card, but I decided that the landscape was looking a little bit better this time for me. If you're making this, definitely try making a landscape and a portrait and see which one you like the best. I think both of them would turn out perfectly well. Now that I know exactly where I'm going to position everything, let's go ahead and glue these down right to the corners. and then we will just trim off everything that's left over. You are using 2 layers, so when it does come time to adhere the rocket down, you may want to consider adding some either foam tape or extra cardstock behind your rocket so that it's lifted to the same height as the smoke. And there we go. So now that we have our plume down, and once again, don't worry about the center where the lines meet, because that flame is going to cover that seam. So just make sure that where that flame is going to be is where those 2 pieces meet. And there you go. There's our background that we're going to be using. And I just absolutely love that bright yellow that comes behind the smoke. It's like the light trying to shine through. Before we finish this card, we're going to glue this down to A2 size card, leaving a nice 1/8 inch border around the edge. I'm going to use my Pear Blossom ruler here because it allows me to get that perfect edge. You can see it says the 1/8. When you line it up to your card, it will just give you the perfect position. And that's the joy of working with T rulers, is that you have the perfect 90-degree angles. Here is my pieces of scrap cardstock. This is 2 layers of black cardstock that I have glued together, and I'm just going to adhere it to the back of the robot and snip off, or the back of the rocket, not robot, and we're going to snip that off so that you don't see it, and then we will glue it down to the center of our card. If you want to add bling to this, you can, but I'm going to keep this relatively simple because we already heat embossed that whole background, so there's a lot of shine on there. This sentiment is part of the die set. It says, "Have a blast." And I cut it with the same red, fluorescent red, that we used in the first largest layer of the flame. And this is looking fantastic. I love how this looks, how the A is in that circle window, and it separates this nicely. Now my rocket is not perfectly centered on the card, so I could have moved that over a bit, and then my sentiment would have been perfectly centered. But you know what? This looks pretty perfect to me. I am so happy with this. I love the fluorescent colors that are just popping on this black background. And the nice thing is you can use any stencils you want for this. Because it's black and you're using very subtle colors, it's just adding the slightest bit of design to your card. And there we go. Have a blast. I have to admit, this card turned out fantastic with the dark colors and the bright. I will put all the information on what products I use down in the description box below, so if you're interested in that, you can find it all there. Thank you so much for joining me. I do hope you enjoyed the process. And until the next time, have a fantastic day, and I'll talk to you all later. Take care. Bye.